leaving it vacant. I just go harder, harder. I am unbothered, I gotta get it. I am so with it. I will go get it, that is the difference. I am not waiting, I am not faking. Everything out here, that's for the taking. My mind too right, my grind too tight. This head rhyme too right.
From the oldest capital city in the Americas, founded in 1325, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Mexico City. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the London Black Knights and the Mexico City Diablos. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. It was just 3rd down and short, but he bit off a little extra.
I would say way more than he could chew, but he chewed up all that yardage in a big way. And that, to me, that was a combination of offensive line, stacked defense, and they handled it. Okay, they got the leverage, they got the blocking angles, and opened up a nice crease. And once you get past that first wave, there's room to roam.
Well, it's just the 3rd play from scrimmage. They wanted to avoid that 3 and out. They did. Hands it off out of the gun. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 11 yards there, 1st down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of 1st downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. He's got some room to operate. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Diablos will jump on top with the game's 1st score here this afternoon. The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he's got room. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. From the gun, it's Allen. Airing it out deep for Smith. This is caught at the 20. Touchdown! Irv Smith Jr., his second touchdown on the season. And the Black Knights are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7.
That ties the game at 7.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 47 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Play action. It's Herbert. Looking left sideline. It's complete. Now he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. These two teams all tied after one. Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. A quick throw, but incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. Justin Herbert looking to pass. That is caught at the 7. Touchdown! A great effort there. 26 yards. And the Diablos have moved out in front. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And a throw for Pittman is intercepted. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
He talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Herbert off of play action. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Diablos go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. But for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football, and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen steps away. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
They'll get this quickly out to Claypool. And some room to maneuver. And he is out of... Not before he's inside the 30. First down, Justin Herbert. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. That is now 19-yard gains on back-to-back plays.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
In motion left is Watkins. Out of the gun, Herbert. And it's caught. Touchdown. Chase Claypool. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Diablos have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1. And coughed it up. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
On 1st down, Allen. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Throwing on 1st down is Allen. He's got Smith here. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Yeah, that one was covered pretty well because they were trying to leak the tight end out into the flat. I think they were hoping he could catch and turn upfield and pick up the 1st down.
Now Allen again. This will be caught by Brown. And he's going to have a 1st down here. They're also in a field goal range now at the 27-yard line. Allen now on 1st down. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. So the shotgun snap to Allen. He'll get this one to Pittman. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Allen now looks to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. Michael Pittman, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Black Knights get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. On 1st and 10, Herbert. Throwing right, and that's complete. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Now it's Herbert. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. But he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete.
A very limited time left to get into field goal range before the half, and they tried to get it all on one throw right there.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Second and 10. Here's Herbert once more. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Glenn, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So this a 2-possession ball game as we get back underway, set for the third quarter. A fairly short kick from the 14.
They'll take over 1st down and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
On play action, Allen. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
Well, they weren't able to make anything really big out of that. But it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Allen will look to throw for it on fourth. This is caught. It's Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
First down,
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. This is caught by Williams. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Trent McDuffie with a pick. Tough one there. First drive of the 3rd quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 85 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. Touchdown! A great... are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Sam Sloan for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Play action. Now it's Allen. Can't get away, and he's taken down. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
But Brandon, sometimes I think when we watch games, we're actually watching a living museum because we're seeing the evolution of positions almost with each passing game. How about defensive ends nowadays and the way that they can run almost all the way across the field?
It is unbelievable, isn't it? I mean, they're so strong, but they're so lean. They can move so quick with those bodies.
It's almost unfair. You're supposed to be able to know where a defensive end is supposed to be on every play. These guys flash so quickly, you're not sure where they're going to end up.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Now Allen. Catch is made here by Irv Smith Jr. Touchdown! Irv Smith Jr. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Black Knights are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will be cut down to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot, up 2 scores here in the third quarter. He's got a man complete. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. A big play there. 49 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And it's caught. Touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Diablos will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Fields this way up at the 17. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers, they've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
In every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Williams. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Throwing now is Allen. The toss here completed to Pittman. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now we give up the middle to Williams. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now Allen, gotta have this one. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Joshua Williams with a pick. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down the 47-yard line.
If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are, positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. He's going to look deep for Watkins. Touchdown! Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
A quick throw out to Hardman on the perimeter. So no gain on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here. Here's Allen. Catch is made by Hardman. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Locates Hardman for another catch. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
A gain of 18 on the play.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. And again, it's Allen. And he's got his man in stride, complete. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's 2nd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Allen. This one swung out to Williams. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. From 8 yards out. And the Black Knights get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days...
And that's caught inside the 30. And touchdown! Quez Watkins, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Diablos are on their way to a 2-0 start. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown.
Yeah, that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace where the other offense are going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
49 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2.
Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did that. I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.
So for the home team here, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0.
And they'll get to stay home again next week as Washington comes to town.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Denver Broncos.